Doesn't it seem like every single real estate agent drives a white BMW or maybe a white Mercedes-Benz? But does every single realtor need to have a fancy car for their profession? I'm Byron, real estate team leader and investor. Welcome back to the channel. So, do you need a fancy car to be a real estate agent, or is this all just the shtick that some of them use? All right, let's break it down. I think it depends on where you are operating in. Okay, if you're in Beverly Hills and you're rolling up to sell 10 and $20 million homes, and you're rolling around in a beat up Honda Civic that's like 20 years old, that homeowner might say, are they the right agent to represent this property? Or they might say, hey, is your oil leaking on my driveway? Like, I've got that really slick driveway with the grass in between the stones. Like, I don't want you leaking oil in my driveway. No, but seriously, right? I think it does matter to some degree. But on the flip side, you hear a lot of agents say, well, I want to be relatable to my clients. Okay, maybe they're working with first-time home buyers, people just getting started, people in the median and below price points, and they want to be driving a similar car to their clients so that they can be that much more relatable, so they can build that much more trust, right? If all your clients are driving Honda Civics and you're rolling up in, a brand new, I don't even know cars really, so I don't know what a great BMW would be. But something super fancy that just feels like $150,000, that might be a little unrelatable. I've also heard consumers say that, well, I want to know that my agent's successful, and that is an indicator. So I don't believe that you need to have a super fancy car, but I do believe as an agent, number one, you need a reliable car. You're going to be doing a lot of driving as a real estate agent, especially as a new agent working with buyers. You're going to be in your car all the time. It needs to be comfortable. It needs to be reliable, and it should at least be in good condition. So it's all part of the presentation, right? Like you're meeting somebody for the first time. If you have a good condition car, you're well groomed, you're well spoken, and you present yourself, you're going to make a good first impression that way. So you need a good car. If you are working in a luxury market, number two, then you do need a fancier car. It doesn't have to be brand new, but it does have to have some brand recognition to it, because that's just the clientele that you're working in. Okay, so as you move up and you want to move up in price point, go get that fancier car. Remember what market you're in. Always have a car in good working condition, but don't ever buy a car above, like way out of control with what your means are, especially if you're not a homeowner. I think being a homeowner or a real estate investor and helping people buy, sell, and invest in real estate is a lot more valuable than having a fancy car and living at your parents' house.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf!
It all comes down to how much money you have. It does come down to how much you enjoy cars. I don't think it needs to be fancy. I do think it should be newer, in good condition, well presented. And if you're dealing in the ultra luxury, the brand name is going to matter. So that's my 2 cents on the cars. In the comments, if you disagree or you think that this whole thing is total nonsense, love to hear from you. Love for you to consider subscribing to this channel. I'll see you on the next video.